Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football, and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. What a game, and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page, coming up with the big one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man, it's Prince. Trying to get to him. Going to try to get it himself. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
LSU right back to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Prince. Fakes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now on second down. They're going back to the ground. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
LSU, number 23 in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Got the back over the middle. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
They're bringing heat. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now on the option. The pitch. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted. taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score LSU.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. Nothing but green ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Wants to throw on second down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field.
Flying down the left side. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion from the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just
pass on the way. It's picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 21, Tennessee 3.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Prince. Back open in the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This quarterback part of their running game. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Volunteers are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Got it in the middle. It's Horn. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Gets it out fast. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They keep attacking through the air. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes it. Complete out of the backfield. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score LSU.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Brings up second down.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires downfield. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the neck.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU quick to the line. He'll try it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First and goal, LSU.
I'll try to power it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know...
Touchdown, LSU! And the stomping has commenced. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 3. return runs out of bounds.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He makes a catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it. And it's first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Toss sweep to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front, great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got his man. And stampeding through the defense. He'll work his way down to the 28. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's now second and goal.
Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Still looking on the move. A strike downfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. There's so many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Discards a man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU right back to the line. They go to the ground. Delivers the contact. He's now up to 83 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The lone back's got it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down. To the ground with the back. Running with power. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 49, Tennessee 17.
First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Tigers will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're bullying this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. When backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Got it. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. Looking down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the
throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown ball. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
That's right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get...
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, LSU! And the beatdown has ensued. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Points. points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns with him. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 6 over Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback checking off. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll just keep slinging it. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And back to the air on second down. Now improvising. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he tacks on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they're taking to the air.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Offense set on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. The aerial assault continues. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you've got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Prince. He looks that one in nicely. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
A little screen to the running back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. You can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been...